And keep that applause going for Kenny S. Here's Kenny.
Good. Yeah, I'm tall. So when I moved to Los Angeles to become an actor, I did whatever every aspiring actor does. I got a survival job, and I was very much the stereotype. So that meant I worked as a, say it with me, customer service specialist for the season ticket department at the Los Angeles Lakers. Yes. The Lakers, the basketball team. That's where I worked. And my job required me to be there during the day and then occasionally on game nights at the Staples Center, or what is now called the Crypto.com Arena, a name that I'm sure will live on forever. Now, how did I work full-time at the Lakers and still try to be an actor? Well, I never told the Lakers that I was trying to be an actor. You see, I loved the Lakers. They were my favorite team growing up. It's just my job there was that. It was a job. My passion was to do comedy. I had wanted to be a comedian since I was in second grade, and I had chosen to pursue the most lucrative form of comedy, improv. It's right up there with storytelling. And I was about to start a long-form improv class at the Groundlings Theater at 7 p.m., the same time that the Lakers were supposed to be playing the Clippers. Now, I had asked for the night off, but I didn't tell my boss why. So when somebody called in sick saying they couldn't work the game, my boss, assuming that I had nothing going on, told me that I had to work. Now, at this point, I could have said, you know what, I actually have an improv class, I'm trying to do comedy, but I also liked eating and paying my rent. And so I didn't want to do anything to jeopardize my job, so I said I would work and instead of going to my class. So I was pretty bummed. And when I work on game nights, my job was to stand on the concourse of the arena and tell people, answer questions for ticket holders, which was usually just, where's the bathroom and where can I smoke? Upstairs across from section 317. And then I would have to be there through halftime, which usually meant that I was there way past 9 o'clock, which means I was going to miss all, if not most, of my improv class. But for whatever reason, call it fate, call it the basketball gods smiling down on me, my boss said I could leave at 6:30. I didn't even argue with it. I just said, no takebacks, and ran off like LeBron James weaving through the crowd. I'm tearing my tie off. I make it to the parking lot, and I peel out. Now, from the Staples Center to the Groundlings, it's only 8 miles. However, yeah, you see where this is going. This is Los Angeles, so it took 40 minutes. And my class started at 7 o'clock, so I was late. I was 10 minutes late. And when I got there, it had already started, and there were already people up on stage. So me walking in was very much a record scratch. Everybody turned to look at me, and I'm desperately trying to find a place to sit, and there are none. There are no places to sit, and I'm trying not to draw attention to myself, which is hard because I'm late. I'm also dressed business casual, and you might find this hard to believe, but you don't dress business casual to do improv. Just woke up is the normal dress code. So I can't find a place to sit, and I'm giving up, just going to lean against the wall and have a panic attack when a woman moves her bag and says, "Oh, you can sit next to me." And it was like the smallest gesture, but it meant so much at the time. So I sat down, still a little frazzled, and I turned to thank her, and I might have done a literal double take, like going, ooh, because she was really pretty, and she had these kind eyes and a warm smile, and then she gets up on stage, and she's hilarious. She's doing all these like funny voices, and she's contorting her body into all kinds of weird positions for a character, and it was a great class. So after class, she asked me if I would walk her to her car, and because the Groundlings is in a part of LA where you don't let people walk alone to their cars, and that part of LA is called Los Angeles, and so she asked me, I said yes. I actually said, I tried to sound cool, so I said, yeah, whatever. And I'm sure it was even lamer than that, but she still agreed to walk with me, and we walked, and then we got to her car, and then we talked, and we talked, and we talked, and we had this really, really wonderful night. And it was one of the best nights of my life, and because it came out of nowhere. Like, if I hadn't lied to the Lakers, I wouldn't have had to cover that game. I probably would have come to my improv class early, and maybe we would have met, but her and I never would have had that moment. you can sit next to me. Now, I'm sorry to report that I never saw her again. She had to drop the class, and last I heard, she moved back home. But I was hoping that maybe by telling this story here tonight, that maybe somehow it'll get to her. Like, maybe somehow she'll hear about how much this night meant to me. And maybe you all could hear that I'm fucking with you, we're married. You just heard the story of how I met my wife. And it's all thanks to the Los Angeles Lakers. Thank you.
Kenny.